Last Life.
Okay, alright, welcome everyone to the episode 2 of our season 2 of Last Talk. I have a very special guest today here. She is Chanel from the Last Life team. Maybe you can introduce yourself a bit more.
Hi everyone, I'm Chanel. I'm actually in charge of the UGC section for Last Life, but today I will just briefly run through with you guys like what Last Life is about and to have explain furthermore on what exactly UGC is.
And in fact, UGC, right, is actually by pilot, right, it is open to all last mile merchants. So if you're a last mile seller that are watching this podcast today, do know that it is free of charge and open to all of you. But it is open to a very small select group of marketplace sellers, but there are some criteria that we will touch on that in the next podcast instead. So today we'll be focusing more on the last mile aspect of it. Yeah, so Chanel, maybe we can tell them what exactly is the UGC Last Life about.
Okay, so for Last Life, I think many of you should already know that it's actually Lazada's in-app live streaming shoppertainment. So it actually provides a vibrant, platform to increase your interactions as well as engagement between yourself and your customers. So what it does is like give you guys the channel to actually showcase the most desired content as well as products to your customers. So it acts like a watch now, buy now kind of thing. And I think in generally, right, shoppertainment has been like the key trend in like e-commerce recently, and more big brands are actually moving out of like the conventional way of selling just like online via their retail store. And they're actually embracing this whole live streaming because it works, it has proven results. So for UGC, it's good in a way that, okay, for UGC, firstly, it is user-generated content. Okay, so for those who are a bit confused, what is UGC? It's user-generated content. User meaning you guys. Okay, that means you are the user, sellers yourself. Okay, so what does it mean is you will have full control over your live streaming content, as well as, which means you can do it anytime, any day, and however long you want. So there is no limit to the duration of your live stream. So for example, you want to run like a 24 hours a stream, you can do it as well if you have the resources. And there's also another benefits for UGC whereby it is free of charge to do it. So there's no like participation fees to actually use this marketing tool. So while leveraging on Lazada's huge platform of end users, which also means guaranteed brand awareness. So for UGC livestream, I think it's more of to build a top of mind awareness for your brand, and also it ultimately drive transactions in a way whereby you guys figure out what is the best content or promotion mechanics that you guys can use in your live stream to garner more transactions and sales in that sense. Yeah.
Okay, so like as Chanel mentioned, UGC it's free. You can do it anytime, anywhere, as long as you have the capabilities to do so. You can do as long as you want. And in fact, some other key benefits that I see from this UGC live stream would be like it helps to build brand awareness, also loyalty. In fact, the more streams that you do, you actually gain more store followers also, which in turn in the long run will be beneficial for you when you have all those loyal customers. And also it definitely increase your traffic, your click-through rate for your product, and of course which leads to conversion rate. So alright Chanel, so for this whole Last Life, in fact, how do they really like sign up for this whole process?
Right, so many of you guys will be thinking, okay, how do I do this? I want to do this. So a lot of sellers actually not sure how to actually get started, but it's actually really simple. So there are 6 simple steps, all right? 6 simple steps. First, you have to create a unique customer account, okay? Which means you can just set up a new Gmail or like Hotmail, whichever. Just a new customer account. Do not use your own personal account because it will be tied to your seller account. So I mean, in future, if you want to like buy things on your own, it will be actually binded to your own seller account. So it doesn't make sense. So create a unique customer account first, okay, via the Lazada app. So sign up as a new user. All right. Once you have that done, I think we will place a link over here and as well as in the description box. So that the link, click on the link, and it will bring you to your seller center. Okay. So log into your seller center and then enter the newly created customer account under the related buyer account. So there's actually a box there. Just key in the newly created account and then you just click connect. Okay, once you click connect, it's binded already. So that is the very crucial step in getting started. So once you have that out of the way, go back to your Lazada app on your phone, log out and re-log in again with your newly created account. Alright, so log out and log in again. So refresh something like that. Okay, so once you do that, go to your account, which is on your home page, right? There is a the last icon on the right-hand side, bottom right-hand side. Click on account, and then you scroll down under my service. Okay, you can see this section under my service. You will see a last live icon. Okay, once you have that, click on the last live icon, and then you will be brought to another page where they ask you to submit a 1-minute test video. Alright, so you have to do a 1-minute trial video. Once you're done with that 1 minute, just click submit for approval, and I will approve on my end. And actually, I know the toolkit says that approval takes 2 to 3 days, but usually approval will be done really quickly. It can be done within the day itself or within the next day. So you do not have to worry having to wait for a longer time to get approved. Alright? So once I approve it on my end, usually you just check back the next day. Okay? When you check back the next day, go back to your last live, click on the last live icon again, and you will be able to create your first live stream room already. Right, so that is quite simple. I mean, to me, is it clear to you, Hoyang?
Yes, it's quite clear. In fact, don't worry if you guys feel that you miss out on the instructions that she answered, because throughout this whole podcast itself, I'll be attaching all the images as a walkthrough to appear throughout the video, so do not worry for that. And yes, do submit your application fast, because Chanel will be approving them ASAP. It won't be within 2 days, it might be even faster.
Yeah, so I know some of you have maybe some category campaigns that you guys want to take part in, and you want to try to do some UGC Last Live. Just submit your 1-minute test video first, get that out of your way before you start planning for your live stream. Yeah.
Alright, so with the self-sign-up process out of the way, we can come to the next point. In fact, Chanel, do we have any positive or rather inspiring form of success stories that you see from any of our last mall merchants in recent times?
Yeah, we do. We do have a lot of success stories actually, but I think the most outstanding one that I can think of the mind will be Toshiba Home Appliances. So they actually started their first stream in February. So it was just only a few months ago. So they actually do it per month. So every month they did one stream. So in February, March, April, May, and then I think they took a break in June, and then they started in July again. So and judging from their stats, right, you can actually see that over the sessions, their PV and UV actually increased by a substantial amount. So PV is your product views. All right, so meaning when you're doing the live, how many people actually view the number of products in your shopping cart, and then UV is actually your unique views. All right, so unique views is which means individual viewer. Okay, so I understand sometimes you guys might, when you're doing live, you can actually see the viewer count, and then you might be thinking how come the viewer count is 10K, but the UV is only 2K. Okay, so the viewer count that you see on your during a live stream is actually accumulated views. All right, so which means I'm one user, but I view your live stream, and then I go out and I come in again. It's considered 2 views. So that is an accumulated view in that sense. So UV stats that we're talking about here is actually how many unique and individual accounts actually viewed your live stream. So yeah, you can see they actually increased a lot by that. So more people actually got to know of their brand, and as well as new followers, you can see they also have a substantial amount of increase in that, as well as their IPVUV, which means the individual clicks to the products in the shopping cart. All right. So when actually people click into the product in the shopping cart, I think it means that they are actually interested in the product that you're talking about, and which in turn will lead to potential GMV conversion as well.
Okay, so looking from their chart, I see that yes, they do monthly live streams, right? Yeah, last live. So in fact, from the 4th last live onwards, the UGC last live, I see that they have quite huge amount of incremental search towards their UV or even their PV as well. So that must mean that they have also like ramp up the types of content or style that they do their last live. So maybe you can elaborate a bit more, like what exactly did they improve on, what are the other processes that they adopt to have this form of incremental numbers.
Okay, so from what I see from their streams, so for their fourth and their last stream, right, they actually adopted a mystery box kind of content for their live stream. So you can see over here, I think Hao Yang will just flash out some of the screenshots of the live stream. So they actually do like a mystery box. So they don't tell you what they are going to showcase. So that actually have a curiosity factor to it and makes viewers want to watch on to see what are they revealing. So it's like a product review, as well as they also engaged local celebrities like Lee Teng and Ponsat for these two streams. So yeah, and they also introduced some flexi combos, which means as well as sellers voucher. So they introduced a lot of good mechanics to drive GMV for this, and it actually shows like a 5 times uplift as well.
So yes, hearing from like Toshiba's form of adoption of all this new form of live stream style, I think it's very insightful as well. I hope you guys, maybe the last mile merchants that are watching this, you can also try to adopt this form of approach. It might potentially benefit your brand in the near future as you start to do more user-generated live streams. Alright, so for all of these important links and maybe all the pinups or the pop-ups or all the pictures will be throughout the video. Important links will be listed in the description box down below. And also do stay tuned for our next episode, because for now we are just mainly covering about UGC for last mock. But in the next one, we'll be touching more on, let's say, last live, their visibility touch points, where exactly will it appear, how does it improve, and give you the form of traffic to drive into your store, and some common FAQs that Chanel will be compiling to tell you guys, and of course the marketplace seller criteria for last live to be unlocked for your store. So yes, so today has been a very quick and insightful episode about UGC last live, and thank you Chanel for coming onto the podcast, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.